on, folks? This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. This is a quote by Marlo Jakadavi. Be strong. Go with your heart and believe in miracles because anything can happen. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 129. NASDAQ was up 50. S&P's up 13. Gold contract up $5.20, trading at $1,327 an ounce. Silver up 14 cents at $21.07. Platinum up 23 bucks at $1,509 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.20 a pound. Light sweet crude up 6 pennies at 105.43 a barrel. Bonds, we had the 10-year down 10 ticks at 124.27. 30-year off 28 ticks at 136.10. King dollar up 24 ticks, trading out at 79.83. The euro down 12 at 136.80, and the yen up 21, trading out at 101.54. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You hit 1978. You got to a higher high. You did 582 million versus 790 versus about 1.9 billion. Bottom line, you're at a higher high. You can go higher. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. Dow Industrials closed at 16,956. Now, what the Dow did is it got up and over its high of the 20th, up and over its high of the 9th, and failed on both of them. This is going to get really intriguing how this whole thing shakes out. So we go back to the 9th and the 20th of June. And what we're going to look at here is that, okay, so what is the volume characteristic on the 9th? On the 9th, what you had 607, and on the 20th, we had 1.722 billion. So the bottom line in the Dow Industrials is that you had the test of the high, you had lighter volume, you had a failure. Pretty wild. Inside the Dow out here today, this is what you had, meaning moving it forward. Big Blue, IBM was up $5. Visa was up $3.53. Pfizer was up 40 cents. Travelers was up $1.14. Though it was actually Big Blue that was putting the big juice into it. Bringing it, well, it didn't go down, but taking points off it was Goldman Sachs, Coca-Cola, JP Morgan was up 33, and DuPont was flat. NASDAQ Composite. Composite goes top side, 1.9 billion shares. The Composite was up 50 bucks, big number. When you're talking percentages, the Composite was up 1.15%. Bottom line, you get higher price, you can go higher. The NDX 100, the 3 Qs, what we have with the 3 Qs, she went up $1, had 31 million shares traded. Small caps, let's go over to the small caps. So what the small caps also did, the small caps, we used the IWM, tested the high of the March 4th and failed. Small caps got to a price point of 120.97, closed at 120.02. Your benchmark was 120.56. That was the last high. That was on March 4th. We did volume today of 62 million, and the volume characteristic from the 4th was 112 million. It's pretty intense, actually, because what was unusual is this. On March 4th, what was unusual is that you got up to that nice high. You know, you came off the February 5th bottom of 107. You go straight up to 120. You had a high volume high up there. Then it totally gave it up. Went from 120 all the way back down to the 107. We marched forward again. Actually, what the small caps had done is this. The small caps didn't march forward when the S&P started. Then the small caps got an expansion, price and volume on the 5th of June, built a little more cars, got another one out here today to get up and over it, and it was a failure. Gold contract. We take a look at gold now. This is a little tricky in here, and this is what it is. Gold and silver, folks, okay? So gold today did 112,000 contracts. We're at 1327. We had that wide price spread, accelerated volume on the 19th of June. What we had out here today is that you're coming up into your swing point that was from April 14th. That's 1331. Got to 1335. We closed at 1327. It's going to need more cause in order to get the higher price. And what you had here is that it was right across the metals complex. So what I expect you're going to probably have is that you're going to have some kind of slight pullback into the bottom of the consolidation that we've been in for a couple of weeks here. I suspect we're going to be on lighter volume. Then once again, we'll make a run for this 1392 area. This in here today. Well, that's gold. Let's go over to the silver market because all the metals did the same thing out here today. If we go over to silver, we take a look at silver. This is what you had. Silver today got to $21.25. We are at 20.06 right now. Silver continues to be stronger than gold, and that's the real cool thing here. I'm not expecting a big pullback, but it is going to have to build up a little more cause in order to basically get, in silver's case, to run up to that February 24th swing high. Inside the XAU and the HUI, same deal. Got over them, closed underneath them. That's saying you get a small back off. A few of the equities had already done 100% move, meaning that they did the full move, got over them, pulled back. I expect, you're going to have to build some cause in order to get the higher price. Bonds. We go take a look at bonds. First, the 10-year. 10-year bond, she does 782,000 contracts out here today. And each and every time bonds are pulling back, folks, it's on lighter volume. That 782,000 contracts are going into 118,000 contracts. We take a look at the 30-year. 30-year pullback with 214,000 contracts. 214,000 is going into 322,000 contracts. In both cases, that's saying bonds still want higher price. King dollar, we go take a look at King dollar. King dollar is coming into a May 9th and 8th. Days of strength off the bottom, and we're coming into that with much lighter volume. The real key is going to be, will we get into the very bottom? We're at 79.84 right now. 79.60 was the second day off the bottom on the 9th. The high of the low was 79.61. I expect what you're going to see is it's going to try to push this into 79.61 in a bit. If we go over, let me just see that at the close out here, I believe, let me just see what Pandora's doing, because Google just bought some kind of a service. So now Pandora closed at 29.60. She's trading 29.60. So Google is buying Songza, G-O-O-G-L. Let's see what this is. Okay, Google is buying startup Songza Media, bolstering its music service as it tries to draw away users from rival Apple. Google has no immediate plans to change the song service, which selects tunes for listeners based on the person's activities and the time of day. Bottom line is Google's getting into everything out here. No two ways about it. Some of the high-volume stocks out here in a low-volume market. We had GoPro. That thing is going. That's for sure. That was up 8.25 at 48.80. You had Twitter up $1. Micron Technology was up $1. Free trading out of 33.94. You had GM up 129. And the thing with GM that is pretty amazing. Recalling 25 million cars, and bottom line is that they're selling a lot of cars too. And GM did let's see, 23 million shares today, going into 25 million. Yeah, GM is at 37.50. It looks like he's going to hit a little resistance at 38. You stay right there, folks. You come right back.